Well, I guess Ryan Spann respects Anthony Smith now. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to another 11th Island Immediate Reaction. I'm Brad here with Chris, and finally, some people need to put some respect on Anthony Smith's name. 3-fight winning streak, defeating Devin Clark, Jimmy Crute, and now Ryan Spann. Pretty dominant fashion. It's time to put some respect on this guy's name. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, there was a statement fight. It was it was very scrappy from Anthony Smith. It was just throwing hands. Even Spann, it was a very, I want to say use the word sloppy, but not in a disrespectful way. You know, it was just all out there. I mean, there was that section with the knee there to the chest where that's either being sloppy, we're getting borderline, okay, you might be disqualified here, or it's just a really precise knee. And you really knew what you're doing. I don't really know. I think it's that balance between, did he mean to do that, or did that just happen?
Yeah, I mean, Anthony Smith looked really good. I thought his combinations, everything looked smooth. His striking, his groundwork, and Ryan Spann's no joke. He ranked 11th, was really on the way up in this fight in the rankings. This was a big statement win for Anthony Smith. This is a former title challenger who I think with the win here put himself in a spot to be one win away from another title shot in a light heavyweight division that's becoming very wide open in a John Jones-less world. But Anthony Smith, I mean, people really like to disrespect Anthony Smith. Like when he way back when he beat Gustafsson, and then Gustafsson retired, pretty much saying if I couldn't beat him, I'm not worthy of being on the roster. People always want to overlook him, and I really don't know why. I think he's pretty much a perennial contender, perennial top 10 guy. He's active. He's constantly fighting. He's had the Glover Teixeira loss was ugly. Yes. If you fight that often, you're going to have some ugly losses.
But I mean, again, it's strange to be having a conversation about respect and Anthony Smith because he's nice. He's polite. You know, he's very intelligent. You know, he doesn't go too far.
Unless he just choked you out, then he's going to scream.
Well, okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. But I think about respect, and I think about people disrespect based off his losses. I mean, people talk about the Sheriff thing, but nothing but respect for Anthony Smith. For anybody else who's going to throw in the towel in a fight like that, and I was going into this one, I was thinking, man, his chin. I don't know about. And maybe I was disrespecting him, whereas I don't think he has many wars left in him. And that's kind of what's going to be needed if he's going to go on one final run for the belt. But, I mean, he proved that he could take – I mean, he took some big shots as well from Spann.
He did, but he ended up giving a lot more than he took. I don't think – Anthony Smith didn't take a lot of damage in this fight, I don't think. That one big knee, but it hit him in the chest, I believe. And so I think – I mean, the call-out for December, which we'll touch on in the end, I think – if he wanted to, would be ready, unless he had lingering injuries coming into this fight. But yeah, I mean, Anthony Smith, there should be no disrespect on his name. And the yelling at him in the octagon, I think that's a situation. I mean, they quickly afterwards buried the hatchet. Fighting is as high adrenaline of a sport as you can possibly get on this earth. And when there's some perceived disrespect, and the fight ends in that short of fashion where you really haven't got that full adrenaline dump, things are still rolling high. You're also in the apex, so you can hear the coaches clear as day. So who knows what they were saying during the fight, trying to hype Spann up, their own fighter. So it's nothing against them. You never know what was said. He's just that additional kind of adrenaline dump, kind of realizes, hey, like, we did just, we fight. There is a lot of respect in this sport. Ryan Spann, if in all fairness to him, stayed calm while he was getting. I mean, he might have been trying to figure out where he was afterwards.
Yeah, there was definitely a little bit of that going on. Which for Anthony Smith, was it the best look to be just standing over a guy you just knocked out and choked out? Sorry, and just looking over him, and Ryan Spann's just there. I mean, he can't even see you. It looked like he was about to just intentionally trip over him. He was getting so close, just standing over. And
do the Allen and Iverson step over thing.
Yeah. But shout out to Herb Dean. He like a school teacher coming. Okay, no, you come over here. You come over here, and then and it's I don't want to shake hands with it. Hey, you get over here, and then Ryan Spann just like walking. They go shake it out. They give a hug, and then I was like, oh, and then Anthony Smith pulls him in again, says something else. I'm like, and then all of a sudden it was just fine. So
yeah, I mean, it's a high adrenaline, high intensity. People's emotions are always at like 100 at all times. They clearly buried the hatchet. I don't think there's any lingering storyline from here. I think it shows how much Anthony Smith puts into this sport. He puts it all. I mean, look at the post-fight interview. We didn't hear any of it because it was bleeped out because he was just screaming.
And the thing is too, what you said. You said I don't think anything's coming out of this. It's kind of refreshing where you think of the Conor Poirier thing where Conor's going off. He's trying to sell another fight. I mean, he's angry, and you could say the adrenaline and all this of fighting. You could say the exact same things, but the thing that came out was really fight promotion. Whereas for Anthony Smith, it's like, we're not going to fight again. I want to make sure you respect me. My bracelet just fell off, but I want to make sure you respect me. So it's nice to see it. It felt more natural. It felt real. It didn't feel like we were trying to be sold another product.
Yeah, I agree. And good call getting Connor Dustin here so we can hashtag it down below. But yes, what do you think is next?
Okay, the YouTube algorithm.
What do you think is next? Do you think Alexander Rakic is next for Anthony Smith? Like, do you think that call out's smart?
Yeah, and I think there's whenever the guy who's interviewing you in the ring says, "Hey, yeah," the guy said it's booked. Bisping was basically booking the fight for him. I have no doubt this is what we're gonna see.
Yeah, I mean that's either a pay-per-view co-main or a perfect, like, nice little fight night main event in December. I don't think there's anything to overthink here. I think you book it. I mean, it is a rematch. Like, Smith has lost to Rakic, but it makes sense in this scenario. I think the winner of that fight, honestly, probably gets the winner of Teixeira Blachowicz. And nothing to overthink here. That's the fight to make. Both fighters are down for it. Book it.
Yeah, I mean, if you say if you want Anthony Smith to go on one last run, which is what he's going to do now, or what he's been doing, you can't say, oh, he's lost to Rakic before. We can't do this because, there's a good chance that the guy holding the belt is Teixeira, and you're going to have to roll it against somebody that he lost badly to. So this is. Are we going to see a comeback tour? Well, now Anthony Smith has to prove it.
Yep. And then for Spann, for him, he's number 11 ranked, taking a loss here. He's going to have to take a step back. He's going to face maybe give a Jimmy Crute, somebody who is also coming off a loss to Anthony Smith as well, kind of in different fashion, where Jimmy Crute and like that weird ankle injury where he wanted to continue. So kind of it's not a punishment to Jimmy Crute for the weird loss that he had. It gives Ryan Spann that step back that's still pretty competitive. I'd like a fight like that.
Yeah, and I mean for Crute, you're right. You can't obviously forget the fact that he has a loss to Anthony Smith, but you also have to remember how he lost that fight. And so you got to give him, I like that, especially now because, I mean, Spann is now a main event fighter. So, I mean, that's going to help Crute regardless of whether Spann is coming off a main event win or a loss, So I like that.
All right. You got anything else to say on this?
No, just I'm going to start playing the music and tell the people what they got to do now the video's over.
If you like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I mean, we're about to do another Bellator for the Yoel Romero-Phil Davis fight in about a couple hours here. 350 subscriber giveaway coming up. Make sure to check the sports card playlist, and we'll see you later.
All right, see you, everybody.